Hey there, got something different for you today. If you want to remove trauma, release negative emotions, fears, stresses, things that are stuck, negative emotions, things that are getting in your way and preventing you from being highly productive, this is for you. It's called TRE, or it's one of the TRE, trauma release exercises, and it's not just for people with trauma. Anything with stuck emotions, stress, anxiety, burnout, worry, overwhelm, fear, you name it. There's a really cool technique. So what we're going to do is actually a lying down pose. It's similar to a yoga butterfly pose, but we're lying down on our back. And what you do, you have your feet, bent sort of 90 degrees-ish. Bring your feet together at the bottom, and bring your knees, all the way down here, like so. And what you do is slowly bring your knees back up, and you'll see, eventually, bring them slowly. I'm going to see if I can do it quickly here. But bring your knees up, and eventually you'll find, and slowly, you'll find a point where your muscles will start contracting and shuddering involuntarily. You can voluntarily create them to shudder and shake involuntarily. Mine happened almost at the top, right about here. I'm starting to feel it. I don't know if you can see it much, but I'm starting to feel it here. There we go. Starting to feel it a bit, and you'll shake. It might be hard to see the shake on camera, but you'll start to shake, and this will release a lot of stuck emotions, stuck feelings, fears, worries, anxieties, again, traumas. We all have traumas, whether it's little t trauma or big T trauma, we all have traumas. So as you see, this is something you can do in bed in the morning if you want. It may take a minute to get it going. I find when my legs are a bit fatigued, if they've been here for a bit, it can trigger it more. But this will actually leave you with a feeling of peace, feeling of relaxation, serenity afterwards. So do this with me. Try this with me. It is awesome. You can see I'm tremoring here. And what I find too is if you think of a specific thing, a specific memory, they'll tremor more. For example, if I close my eyes and imagine the people bullying me, you can see that it really starts going. I was bullied a lot in my past. You can see it really gets going. And this is not me doing it. This is involuntary. My muscles tremoring. You got to find the sweet spot too, because too far. There we go. They're going on its own now. You may have to do this for a minute. It may not happen right away. You may need to let your muscles get a little fatigued. But you'll see it works, and you come up a little higher. You got to do it really slowly, and you'll see. I think I'm too high here now. Well, I'm getting a little traumas there too. And as you could, find a sweet spot for yourself, and you may find yourself shaking down here, and then it stops, and then bring it up and get closer to 90. Get closer and closer, and you'll find different shakes. So the theory behind this is that when we shake, when we shudder, we move, we can release stuck negative emotions, fears, traumas, things like that. There's some science behind it, believe it or not. But just try it is my invitation to you. Try it. And I think you'll notice it feels pretty darn good. And afterwards, you feel a sense of peace and calm. You can do this in the morning. You can do this before bed at night. You can do this, I don't know, if you have a place in your workplace, anywhere that you can do this. You can do this at the gym if you want to. Someone's just going to think you're exercising, so who cares? So you can do this anywhere you want. And again, if you visualize it, especially something specific that's bothering you, like a lack of clarity or a fear of taking action, a fear of starting something, a fear of doing something, you'll see that it happens more, and it's really happening now. I'm looking at this thing I have to do, and it starts happening more and more, this involuntary tremoring. You're not shaking your legs, it actually happens on its own. It happens on its own from inside your hips, and it's really interesting, but try it. And again, it may take a minute to get going, and you may have to very, very slowly find that sweet spot. Typically it happens anywhere from, I don't know, I would say probably 45, no, even 30 degrees. 30 degrees, mine not that low. Maybe mine starts at about maybe 45 degrees or so. And just relax and let it happen. And just, again, keep coming up and finding that sweet spot. Again, it may take a minute or three to start happening, but just relax. And it'll happen because there is stuck emotions and stuff inside us. And so you'll see, and just do it with me here now. Do it with me. And now there's more here now at this. So slowly come up, slowly, very, very, very slowly. As slow as you can, you'll find that sweet spot. And let it go. Let whatever, look at this, let whatever happens happening. And after you find a sense of peace, a sense of relief, a sense of calm, a sense of better, mental health as well. When you're done, it's really cool. This trauma, if you want to shake your upper body, voluntarily, if you want to shake your upper body to move around a bit, you can. But this is this involuntary. I'm not moving my legs intentionally. This is this involuntary movements. And you can just do it while thinking about nothing, or you can do it while thinking about certain things that bother you, that stress you, things from the past, fears, traumas, worries, stuff from the past that has kept you stuck now, something your parents did or said or didn't do, Again, we all have trauma, whether it's little t or big T trauma. We all have traumas in our life. And if you don't believe you do, well, try this. I think you'll find your legs move, and you can shake out some of the stuff and shake it off, as Taylor Swift says, shake it off, shake it off. And you'll find it works quite well, actually. And you know, play with your leg position, see how high up you want it, or if you want it down a little better. I find right here is not ideal for me. I find having it maybe, like I said, maybe like a 90-ish is better. And again, play with it on the way up. If you find it stops at one level, stops shuddering at one level and tremoring, then you can come up to a higher and higher level and activate the tremors there. And so congratulations, you've just gone through a session of therapy for a lot of things. Again, it'll leave you more relaxed. And this, you can get rid of certain things, certain traumas, fears, worries, negative emotions, stuckness, sadness, fear, anger, apathy, you name it. Try it out. Test it out. It's pretty cool, actually. And again, something you could do as almost like a bit of a morning yoga exercise or morning exercise in bed or before you go to bed. It's still happening. And when you're done, like I said, you feel, well, you try it. Try it on for size. Don't knock it till you try it. It is quite something. And you know, it's all about releasing. There's a book called The Body Keeps a Score. And it is so true. Our body, our subconscious, our body as well, our cells will remember a lot of the crap that happens, everything that happens to us, and stuff that needs to be let go. This is a great way to do it. Plus, hey, burns calories too, so you can't go wrong with burning calories. And a cool form of exercise by you just kind of chilling and letting your hips and legs do whatever they need to do. And wow, I must have hit something here because my legs are moving. My legs are moving. Anyways, test that out. Enjoy. Give me comments, feedback. What do you think about that? Again, don't avoid knocking it and avoid saying, oh, I don't have trauma. We all do, A. And B, even if you don't think you do, we all have negative emotions. Life happens. We have stuff that happens to us. So here is to your big, wild success. And this will help you move forward in your work, in your business, anywhere that may be holding you back from reaching your true potential and from taking action. Here's to wild success. Have your best day ever. Bye.